You're on fire.
What?
You're on fire!
She's a lost cause.
You'll need to marry well.
I'm happy as I am.
I have loved you ever since I've known you.
Joe, you love him. No, I don't. Women have ambition and talent as well as beauty.
I think you were just splendid.
Little Women. In theaters Christmas Day.
You're listening to Moviesucktastic.
Dude, no! Oh!
All right. Hello there.
Hello. Welcome.
Well, welcome to yet another episode of Moviesucktastic.
Another Oscar episode.
Another Oscar episode. That's correct. Yeah. Oh, what are we reviewing this week?
Well, Little Women is next up.
Oh, so excited.
Oh, yes.
Not excited in the least. You know, at one point during the film, because Mare went to the theater to see... Mare loves the book, loves this movie, has seen every adaptation that there is. And we watched it, and there was just several times that I just leaned over or just sat in my chair and just went... And she looks over at me, What's going on? I'm like, how many times are they going to make this fucking thing? Like, for real. And it's like, none of the material is any different. This has a slight difference with how they did it and how they ended it.
Yeah.
But I don't care. In the least. So, and I'm not going to give away the ending, but I'm going to just jump real quick. It's the same shot from Lady Bird.
You're not giving away anything because this is based on a novel that was written a long time ago.
Yeah.
It's classic literature. I don't think you have to worry about spoilers for this film.
But I
think you're good.
The way this film ends, just the shot. Yes. I'm not even talking about dialogue or anything. Just the shot. It's the same ending from Lady Bird.
I don't remember the ending of Lady Bird.
Well, you saw it when you watched Little Women.
Okay.
Basically, it's Saoirse Ronan just staring out into the void, we'll call it. And just in this film, she has a smirk, and in Lady Bird, it's more tense. But both films end with a long shot of Saoirse Ronan. It's the same fucking ending. I mean, what the fuck? I don't know. I don't know.
I don't think it was a bad film.
It was not a bad film. And as a matter of fact, the one thing that I did say to Mare is I absolutely acknowledge that it's a well-made film, but I don't have to like it.
And I do like that they took some liberties with it in combining the Little Women with the actual history of Louise May Alcott.
Yeah, Mare went back and forth with me on that, explaining a few things, like the fact that the house, and that that was used in the film was based on the real house that the author grew up in, and it's loosely based on real life events and shit like that. And I do like the liberties taken with near the end of the film when she's trying to sell her book, and the ending that's actually in the book, but that's not actually what you see it, but you also see we'll basically say the reality of what was actually going on, or liberties taken of what was going on at the end as well. It's basically like two endings to this movie, which and I did appreciate it. It was different. It wasn't the same film exactly that's been done 4 or 5 other times, including miniseries and television movies. I mean, we're talking almost double digits the amount of times this movie's been made. It's enough.
Yeah,
I hope that this is the last time, but I already know that that's not true.
Well, I will say that out of all the adaptations that have been created based on Little Women, the novel, this is the first one I've ever seen. So
okay.
So far I'm okay.
I've unfortunately seen, I think this is the 4th one. I saw one in the 80s. Then I saw the 1994 film. You think I'm a fan of this movie with how many times I've seen it? It's really
the 94 one. That's with what's her face?
Winona Ryder and
yeah. That's when she started. That was that period where all she did was period films.
Yeah, it was Winona Ryder. Yeah, right, like Dracula and shit like that. Winona Ryder was in there. What's her face? The girl from Interview with the Vampire. The girl from Spider-Man. The one that played Mary Jane. I can't even remember her fucking name. Anyway, she's in it. And there's a bunch of other, famous people in that too. But I've seen that one last year, like literally in 2018, or I'm sorry, 2018. They did a multi-part miniseries with Uma Thurman's daughter. And that one was praised. Uma Thurman's daughter was in Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. She had a bit part near the end. She looks and sounds just like her mother. It's creepy, like super creepy.
Kids do that.
Well, no, this is her voice is nearly identical, and it creeps me out. It's craziness is what it is. Laura Dern is in the new one. Looks like she's had a bunch of work done.
She looked okay, though. She didn't look bad.
Well, Botox City, I think, is where she's been.
Really?
I think so.
It wasn't a great... I don't know. She looked fine to me. Not like... not like when I watched that Nicolas Cage film with... what's her name? That played Jean Grey.
Oh, yeah. What's her face?
Her face was immobile.
Oh God, really?
I can see emotions on Laura Dern's face. I've got no criticisms.
Kirsten Dunst was in the '94 version.
Okay.
What is her name? It's she's a Bond chick too. Remember, she was in that one with which one was it that she was in? She was the one with what's his face?
Brosnan?
Pierce Brosnan, yes. She was
okay.
She was on the top. Remember they made that sexual on the top?
That no, wait. Which one though? Not
Goldeneye?
Not the Two-Face, Goldeneye.
Was it Goldeneye?
Was that her doing the Russian accent?
I believe so. Let me look it up.
Wow. I would never have placed that as her. That's not her. No. I think you're mistaken. I'll let you prove yourself wrong on that.
I'm going to do it right now. What was the name of the Nicolas Cage film, by the way?
That was the one where he's a big game hunter. That was, what was that called?
Oh, God.
Hunted Prey.
You know what? It doesn't matter.
It does, because I actually enjoyed it. It was okay.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it wasn't bad.
What was the first one he did? It was Goldeneye, right?
That was the
then-
first Brosnan one.
I thought she was in that.
No,
Maybe
no.
she was in the
She's
next.
not.
Well, she might have. Yeah, Famke Janssen. Xenia Onatop.
Is that a secondary character?
She was a Bond girl.
Was it the main Bond girl in Goldeneye?
She was one of the main characters. Yeah.
What color's her hair in it?
Oh God.
Oh, never mind. No, that's a bad question. Sorry.
Probably brown. Was it Primal? No. Is that the one with Nicolas Cage?
Yes.
Primal.
Yes. Yeah. Primal. I'm
Dr.
pretty sure that's the one.
Ellen Taylor. How old is she? She's not that old.
But her face is no bad injections. Forehead, upper lip, no movement whatsoever.
Oh boy. She's only 55.
How much?
She's 55 years old.
Yeah, she's fighting wrinkles and she's destroying herself.
That's not. Oh man. That's why, like Linda Hamilton, she hasn't had any work done whatsoever.
Great.
and-
These actresses like Linda Hamilton and Halloween, not Jodie Foster.
Jamie Lee Curtis.
Jamie Lee Curtis, like just going natural the whole way. I mean,
Like it.
They might have had something like a little thing. I don't know, but it looks like they haven't, and they look wonderful.
Even Michelle Pfeiffer. I don't know if she's had anything done, but she doesn't look like she's had anything done.
But I'm not a Michelle Pfeiffer fan, so I can't weigh in on that.
I loved her in Grease too. Like I had a super hardcore crush on her in Grease too.
Yeah.
And Into the Night.
I don't
Loved
even
Into
remember
the
her
Night.
in Grease.
Oh really?
Yeah.
I mean, she was the love interest. She was basically the new Sandy character.
Yeah, but I didn't. I don't see her as her in that. My mind goes right to the guy. He was more impressive.
Oh yeah.
Ooh, rider, cool rider.
I loved her in Into the Night with Jeff Goldblum, where Jeff Goldblum plays like an insomniac. Love that movie.
Oh yeah. That's a great one. Nice little one of those like chase ones, kind of like where somebody gets caught.
Sure,
up
like
something.
I mean, like it's called Into the Night because the film takes place throughout the entire evening, like
yeah, like a one
till
crazy
daylight
night type kind of story.
Yeah, and
it's
love
also
that.
the everyman that gets pulled into extraordinary situations. I mean, it's a common theme, but yeah, that's a decent one.
Yeah.
When I drive my scooter on long trips, that's the song that goes through my head. Cool rider.
Did you bring your scooter to Texas?
Yeah, it's in the garage.
Cool. Was that shipped out there for you?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Nice.
That was shipped with the smart car
Oh,
and the other scooter.
I bet they could all fit in one container.
Oh yeah. They brought it back. They actually brought it in a station wagon. It was like they just popped the top and like hit the gas and they all pulled out.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah.
But we're not reviewing Famke Jensen
Little Women.
movies.
Now I thought all the performances were okay. Although
Fine.
honestly, I mean, since the films were geared towards women, I don't know. I found most of the male cast atrocious and annoying. Seriously.
Well, yeah.
I guess that's just what women are into. God help all of you. I thought the female performances were all spot on. It was a decent film. I liked the writing. I think it actually, what they did with the anachronistic parts of it, it works so flawlessly. I can see this film getting the adapted screenplay.
Well,
As much as I like
Greta
Jojo Rabbit.
did Greta Gerwig get the Oscar for screenplay for Lady Bird? If she did, they might give it to Waititi.
Hang on, I'm checking right now.
let's see. Nominated for 3 Oscars. Okay, let's see.
Oh, okay.
She was nominated for Lady Bird for
I don't think Lady Bird
original
got
screenplay.
Original screen and didn't get anything.
She did not win that one. Just
nominated. This is a well written film, even though it bored the living shit out of me. How long did it take you to watch the film?
I did it in one sitting.
No. I mean, how long? How much time?
I only did it the night before last, so.
I mean, did you watch 2 hours? Did you watch it in 2 hours and 15 minutes?
Oh, I didn't pause it. I didn't have to get up and come back to it. I really didn't want to do that because it would just have prolonged it. So because I needed to watch that, and then I needed to chase it with Jojo Rabbit because there was no way I was going to get 3 movies this week if I didn't. So I needed to get through that so I could watch Jojo Rabbit. So I did watch straight through 2 hours and, well, more like 2 hours and 10 minutes, 7 minutes because I didn't watch the credits. But yes, I watched the whole fucking thing in one sitting.
Because I'll tell you, I got through the whole film in an hour and a half.
Oh, I see where you're going. Yeah, I was watching it with Mare, and that was not going to fly.
Oh, no. I was watching it alone.
She would have had to have gotten up to, say, go to the bathroom or go maybe, switch over the laundry that she was doing that night or something, feed the dog or... she would have had to escape from the room for some reason so that I could, do a few chapters, forward. But she loves the movie. She would have probably known that I did it, so...
Yeah.
But I didn't. 2 hours, 15 minutes later, I ended up watching the whole fucking thing.
I didn't skip anything important, but it's a women's film, and it's a dramatic film. And it's about women. So I knew there was going to be at least 5 or 6 or 17 times in the film where it starts what you know is going to be a long 2-minute segment.
Right.
Let's do a montage of people sleeping while the girl's sick. All right. Yeah, because I don't know what that's like. And are they, they're going to start walking across the field. This is going to take a fucking minute and a half. So every now and then, as it click, it's just skip past the cinematic stuff that I'm not going to critique. But click, get to the dialogue, click, I have to admit, this one tested me enough where I had to do a little bit of that. Click.
I couldn't. I had to suffer.
You poor bastard.
I mean, there were certain things that I thought were good that I noticed that Mare doesn't notice. So, for instance, the sister. Spoiler alert! If you
there's 5 of them.
Yeah.
You want to narrow that down?
The one that's sick.
Okay.
She dies. She's died in every version of this adaptation of this film that's ever been made. There's not one time where she lives. So there's no surprise there. But what I liked about the scene, and this is going to sound weird, leading up to her death, is the day before where she, Joe, that character, she wakes up and her sister isn't next to her, and she gets all flustered and freaks out, runs downstairs. Her sister is at the table. Her sister is not dead. That whole scene is full of life. The colors are golden and bright, and there's that whole transition to where it moves to them having a whole family get together, dinner, and it's also those colors are fleshed out there too. Everything feels like it's full of life. The very next transition is Joe again in the bed, and her sister isn't next to her, and everything is dark, blue colors, muted. She goes downstairs, and downstairs the exact same colors, blue and dark and muted. Everything. It just without showing the daughter, the sister going through dying. They portrayed it in how they transitioned that scene. You saw that it happened because the entire house was dead. And I thought that was a really neat way to do it. I don't know. I'm assuming it was done that way. I mean, because it was very apparent to me. Mare didn't even notice that that's what it was. I go, did you notice like everything, like from when she woke up without her sister in the bed to when she came downstairs and they were mourning and everyone is just like beside themselves. It's all muted. Like everything is dead. All the colors, everything muted, dark, blue, dead. And I mean, I noticed it immediately, but you know, this is what we do and we have eyes for this shit.
Yep.
I noticed it immediately. And there's a few times throughout the film where it has those kinds of scenes that are done very well like that. Like, again, I don't care about this movie. I don't. If this wasn't an Oscar-nominated film, I would have never in my life went out of my way to see this. Even though I've seen a few adaptations of this movie, and I don't understand why. It's just one of those things that it's on, and I'll watch a little bit of it, and throughout the years, I'll end up watching the entire film, but it'll take months or years to do it. It'll just be like, oh, I caught another little part. Oh, I caught another little part.
Nah.
You would, like I said before, you would think I'm a fan of the literature and the films because I've seen a bunch of them. I'm not. I hate them.
If they did an adaptation where they were midgets, I would definitely... I would be on board with that.
You mean dwarves? Dwarves.
Well, no, midgets.
That and given that we grew up in the 70s and 80s, how did that not happen yet?
I know, right?
It's never going to happen now. But
yeah, it will. We'll give it another 5 years when people forget about this one.
I don't. I mean, it'll be a parody.
Why?
You think it has to be like a serious take on it?
I think it'd be funnier if it was a serious take on it.
Even if it was a serious take on it, the film would get shit on so hard.
All right, fine. Here, you do a straight film, 100% serious. However, all the women are midgets, and all the romantic male characters are
Full,
I don't know.
Normal height.
No, but they all have to be played by the same actor. Like Will Ferrell. Will Ferrell has to play all the romantic leads.
So they're going to CGI him into a little person?
No, he's just him, but he'll play the male leads, and all the women are midgets. It's Little Women, it's not Little Men.
And this isn't a comedy? Or
no, you just play it straight.
Okay. I mean, I'd see it. I'm not going to deny. I'm not going to deny that.
That's the only audience I'm aiming for right now. We're good.
I'm not going to lie. I would go out of my way to watch that. I really would.
All right.
Might even go to the theater for that one.
Let's walk through the 6 nominations it has and just weigh in on those.
Let's do that.
All right, starting at the top, Best Picture.
Yeah. Okay. Yep. It is. This is a back-to-back Best Picture nomination for Greta Gerwig. She had Lady Bird last year, or 2018, and she has this film in 2019. So,
you know what? I don't see it as Best Picture, but if for some reason this got Best Picture, I don't see myself being upset or annoyed.
If it won?
Yeah. I mean, it's a decent film.
No, I wouldn't be annoyed. I mean...
I'd have my own favorites, but, I mean
it's
a very well-made film.
If anything, it is absolutely the best version of the literature to date. I'll give it that.
Well, based on my experience, yes.
You've only seen this, so yes, I get that.
Yes.
All right, Best Picture. I wouldn't be mad that it won Best Picture, but I also wouldn't care. You know what I mean?
Okay. Yeah.
It was like, oh, it won. All right, whatever. That's fine. It's not like one of those, like where The English Patient wins Best Picture over Fargo. It would be like, what the fuck? Are we are we kidding right now? Like, it wouldn't be anything like that. Yeah, I get The English Patient is a well-made film, but Jesus Christ, seriously? Over Fargo? Come on.
Yeah. Now, it's also up for a Best Actress, leading and supporting Oscar.
Correct. So Best Actress is going to Saoirse Ronan nomination. Best performance by an actress in a supporting role is Florence Pugh, or Pugh. It's probably Pugh.
Pug.
Pugh.
She was the. I think Florence Pugh. I think she played the artist one.
She did
The
play
one that
the
gives
art.
a speech about women.
She did play the artist who ends up marrying Laurie.
Yeah, I don't see it for that.
No.
For supporting, no.
Then Best Achievement in, Best Adapted Screenplay, Greta Gerwig.
Well, you didn't weigh in. You didn't weigh in on that. That Best Actress and Best Leading Actress.
Best Actress, you know what? Let me pull up the list to see who she's up against.
This is the only one I've seen in that category. So far, she's my favorite.
Saoirse Ronan?
But I haven't seen the other 4 films. I'm working on it.
Let's see. Best Actor, Actress. Who are the other ones? Best Performance by an Actress in a Leading Role are Saoirse Ronan in Little Women, Renee Zellweger in Judy, Charlize Theron in Bombshell, Scarlett Johansson in Marriage Story, and Cynthia Erivo in Harriet. Ooh, yeah, I haven't seen any of the others yet.
Yeah, but I was not impressed by her. I don't know. She was okay. For supporting, definitely not. But for actress and leading role so far, yeah, it was a good performance. She did. There's a lot of range involved in it. Yeah. Yeah, we'll wait till I see Bombshell and see what I think.
Well, the favorite this year is realistically going to be Renee Zellweger in Judy.
I'll see it. I don't know.
They're not that they're predicting. It's just what I've read and I've heard that Renee Zellweger is the favorite right now.
I don't know. I've kind of fell out of favor with her, or she's kind of fell out of favor with me ever since she messed up her face.
Well, let's put it this way. They've nominated her a bunch of times.
Mm-hmm.
Not that I'm saying that this is her best shot, but it might be. You never know what goes into the mind of how they vote. So
the shadow knows.
I honestly think there is a little bit of that going on. Oh, she's never won. She's been nominated so many times. I liked her enough. I'll vote for her. I do think some of that it plays a part. I really do. It's why I think Brad Pitt is going to win Best Supporting Actor this year.
I'm not getting into that again. I'm moving on. Supporting role, anybody that has to go up against Scarlett Johansson has to amaze the living shit out of me, and Florence did not do that. I'm sorry.
Well, no. I honestly, for supporting actress, yeah, I'm probably going Scarlett Johansson in Jojo Rabbit.
So far.
Yeah, I don't. Having only seen 2 of the movies on that list, I gotta say, I'm thinking it's gonna be Scarlett Johansson.
Now, after that, it's adapted screenplay, which I already waited on and said I think it's worthy of winning, even up against the other films I like. So I think it's a contender.
And what are the other films? Let's see.
Irishman, Jojo Rabbit, Joker, and The Two Popes.
Irishman, Joker. To be honest, it's probably a toss up between this and Jojo Rabbit. But I think there's a lot of hype with how well written Jojo Rabbit is. So I wouldn't be surprised if that does in fact win for best adapted screenplay. I really do.
And then I'm sorry, go ahead.
No. I think that Jojo Rabbit has probably got a better shot than Little Women. Just with the amount of times Little Women has been made alone. So, and then
I gotta tell you,
what?
I gotta tell you briefly because I'm just noticing it. On I have my 3 monitor setup here,
Okay.
and my back screens, I just have shuffle on my folder that has all my film pictures in it.
Okay.
So right now I've got 3 faces looking at me. At the left, I got Ming the Merciless.
Okay. Nice.
In the middle, I have the killer dog monster from The Borrower.
Okay.
And on the right, from Zardoz, is the hippie guy. I will not.
I'm
a little distracted. No,
I will not go with you.
I will not. The last two Oscar categories that Little Women is nominated for is costume design and original score.
Costume design, yeah, it's a period piece.
Mm-hmm.
What are the other ones in that category? Let's see.
Costume design. Jojo Rabbit, Hollywood, Irishman, and Joker.
It always goes to a period piece.
It does.
And
it really does.
I don't think doing costumes for 1960s Hollywood, or 70s? No.
70s.
70s Hollywood is that difficult? Wait a minute.
60s.
60s. Yeah.
60s.
Late 60s.
Right.
I don't think it's difficult. Not that I'm saying it's easy, but it's going to go to Little Women.
Yeah, honestly, I'm surprised. I still don't understand fully why Once Upon a Time in Hollywood is in the costume design. That's not what stood out in the film for me.
Like, why is the Irishman in there? I mean, Jesus Christ. Like, really? I mean, that's... So
now,
what?
Yeah. Original score, you've got 1917, Joker, Marriage Story, and Star Wars.
Now, having seen 1917 as soon as last night, the score for that is fucking fantastic.
It's all right.
No. Come on. We'll talk about it more when we review 1917, but just the way that score, the way it moves with you and the movie, top fucking notch. 1917 wins best score, in my opinion. There's no fucking doubt about it.
All right.
No doubt about it. We'll talk about it when we do 1917.
Yeah, we'll get on that.
And those are all the nominations.
Yep.
Now,
since
I got nothing else to say about this fucking movie.
Yes.
IMDb rating.
Oh, yeah, hang on.
It's currently an 8.1 on 38,000 votes.
I'm okay with an 8.
You're okay with an 8?
Yeah. It's a well-made film. It's just not for me. And it's just... it's not like it's a complicated story or anything.
Yeah, and I'm kind of thinking that's why it shouldn't get an 8. Like, maybe it should be just a solid 7.
No, it's not a 7 quality. Everything about the film is like very well done. It's no, I can't. I honestly, I can't go lower than an 8 on this.
Okay, I mean, I'm fine with an 8.
I gotta be fair. Yeah, I gotta be fair. I mean, 7 is where quality dips, and there's no dip in quality with this film.
No, I think 7 is where quality starts, but that's my...
I'm thinking backwards. I'm saying like it wouldn't... 7 is like, there's flaws. Real flaws to this film, except maybe my lack of interest in the source material.
Okay.
I don't know if, maybe the film could have done more. I don't know, but I really don't feel comfortable giving it less than an 8.
All right, 8 it is. I'm not going to argue with the 8. If you wanted to go 7, I would be on board for it. But
I feel like anything under 8 on this film, and I'm being pedantic or even mean.
Okay, 8 it is.
8
it is.
All right. Okay.
I think this is what on the top 250. Where is it placed?
Oh, I'm sorry. It doesn't show it now. When I had it up before, it showed it, and now it doesn't.
That's
What the
interesting.
fuck is up with IMDb?
No, we probably have to have IMDb Pro or some bullshit.
No, I did. I had it was up up time we recorded. It was there right next to the rating. Maybe it's just not in the top 125.
No, with an 8.1, it probably is in the top 250.
It's a lot of films.
250, but
Yeah, it's not showing it, so I don't think it's in the top 200, 150 or whatever.
you know, I don't like the way they've redesigned their website because
No. Here, I'm double checking. I just went the Joker, and it's listed there next to it. So yeah, it's not showing because it's not in the top rated films.
that's pretty impressive considering that 8.1 doesn't even get you into the top 250 anymore. That's how many
Well,
good movies
well,
there
don't-
are.
Yeah, but Joker is number 34, and that's at 8.6.
Well, there's apparently there's quite a few films in the obviously that are above 8.1. So
Yeah. Yeah, and also I think it's probably not just like the rating, but the
it's how many votes.
you know, but it's not just that. It's got to be how many votes versus the rating it has. There's got to be a ratio in there.
Well, yeah, because there's, you know what? Hold on a second. You're right, because the number 250 is an 8.0. So it just might not have enough votes
Yeah.
to qualify. It's got 38,000, but apparently it's not enough. Like Song of the Sea is an 8.0 that has 46,000 votes. So obviously that's the problem. Because there's plenty of films that are 8.1, and Little Women is not in that list. Like, say, Network, for instance, 136,000 votes. So, all right, it's fine. Monty Python's The Life of Brian, 8.1.
All right, let's wrap it up, sir.
346,000 votes. Yes, let's do that. All right, let me cue up the music. All right, everybody, thank you. We're doing our Oscar films. This is episode 319, where we reviewed Little Women, Greta Gerwig, written and directed Little Women, 2019. Go to our website at moviesucktastic.com. You can listen to the show. You can download the show. You can tune in live with us every week, Thursday night at 8 o'clock. You can go to our website at you can go to itunes.com/moviesucktastic, and you can listen or download the show there as well. You can leave us an email. The address is themovieguys@moviesucktastic.com. If you want to leave us voicemail, it's 908-514-4470. And make sure you download the 100% free Android app for your Android devices. Everything I said is in there, 100% free. Do it. All right. You have any words of wisdom, Mr. Wilson?
Yes, we do not compare grandfathers.
All right, everybody. We're going to review another film, another Oscar film next. I think it's going to be Jojo Rabbit. Anyway, we'll talk to you next time. Bye-bye.